A few days back I got a WhatsApp message from one of my friend. He wanted to know whether a howling dog sounds like a woman's cry. I don't really know whether a howling dog sounds like a woman's cry, but what I did know was screaming cats do sound like babies cry. I told him the same thing, and now I'm thinking, what made him ask such a question? Instead of overthinking, I called him back to ask what was going on, to which he said he heard a woman's cry amidst the dog's howl on yesterday's late night and couldn't see anyone from outside his window. His very well-engineered brain assumes that he might be in a geometrically shadowed region, not seeing the source of the sound, so instead of going out and clarifying his doubt, he laid back down shivering in fear, not sleeping all night long. I'm not quite sure what was he afraid of. He mentioned his legs were already shivering due to the unknown sound, that he couldn't go out and check what it was. Well, I wouldn't go so far to call my friend a phasmophobic, but was he afraid that night? Yes, he was. But should he be? Should anyone be? Well, not necessarily. Fear is only as deep as the mind allows. If your legs are already shivering due to fear, on the assumption of the existence of the ghost, there is no wonder you will see one, because you always see what you expect to see. It's all a mind game, you see. Instead, if you choose to be bold and strong, even if you see the real ghost, your interpretation of the unknown will be different. One's attitude towards the unknown should be rational and logical. Unknown sounds are scary in demilitarized zones, not in residential neighborhoods, irrespective of the clock time. From known to unknown is how we moved in high school mathematics while learning postulates and theorems of geometry. Unknown forces are considered as ghosts. Too funny for physics, they take it as x and solve for x and be done with it. I mean, it's not always that simple. Sometimes you have to differentiate, double differentiate, integrate. You have to go all the way along as far as it takes. But the point is, the act of assuming something bad on a preconceived notion influenced by scary movies and stories from past instead of analyzing the present situation goes against the human rationale. Nobody has seen a real ghost, at least there is not much documented evidence for their existence. There could be people who have witnessed, well, what can I say? It could be their subjective experience, influenced by a lot of factors. So why come to a stupid conclusion that a ghost is scary? It could be friendly, or it could be casual. It could be beautiful, it could be fun, or it could be scared of us. Probability exists until the wave function collapses. It can be anything. In nature, the more powerful is feared by the rest. But the thinking that the ghosts harm us is a mere reflection of the human knowledge of what we do to the less powerful beings in our environment. Oftentimes it is found that the people who are afraid of ghosts are the ones who have faith in gods. Their logical brain creates a reflection of the initial assumption of the existence of God, which gives rise to the balance of probability for the existence of ghosts. Faith in God and fear in ghosts is apparently the same feeling viewed from opposite directions. The problem arises when you perceive nature through a discriminative knowledge as yin and yang. Masanobu Fukuoka believes they are inseparable, and anybody trying to study them exclusively is missing the big picture. Fear is the pain arising from anticipation of evil. Do the thing you fear to do and keep doing it. That is the only surest way ever discovered to conquer fear. Judgmental errors through over-analysis and under-analysis give rise to the fear. The very common story of a man nailing the tree with his shirt serves a better example. Ghosts are often premature conclusions of unsolved problems with unavoidable human errors. We were not born with fear. In fact, a newborn doesn't feel fear. Fear was installed into us. If we wish, we can also uninstall. As Neil deGrasse Tyson says, the one who sees all beings in his own self and his own self in all beings loses all fear. We are the humans who stop looking for ghosts under our beds when we realize it lies within us. What are we afraid of? We are the prominent owners of pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, sloth. As much as we possess diligence, patience, kindness, humility, love and affection, what are we afraid of? We are the ghosts driving a meat-coated skeleton made of stardust, riding through a rock, floating through space. What are we afraid of?